right, hello to anyone watching. I'm Mitchell, this is Spiro.
Nice to meet you.
The setters are just finishing up soon, so hold on tight and we'll get this show under road.
Starting with the females, so we're going to come up and stand right here. Qualifying in 6th place, we have Mackenzie Hansen. In 5th place, Liz Andres. He's got 2nd place, Judith Carroll, and qualifying 1st, Mei. And now our male finalists in 6th place, Judith Carroll. In 5th place, Rodrigo Hernandez. 4th place, John Parks. 3rd place, Hugo Marshall. 2nd place, Leah Daly. Guys and gals have a couple of minutes in which to view their boulders.
Do we have to have it on like this? Can I have it like that? Yeah, cool. Take it off because it's like echoing.
Yossi, you going to show these guys their boulders?
Hi!
Hi everyone!
Welcome!
Welcome to the first OLIO comp
How
to celebrate
exciting.
OLIO holes.
Yeah.
They're just announcing their finalists at the moment in lineup, and they'll have their allotted viewing time.
Yeah. So all the boulders are like, they look so cool.
They're pretty special.
Yeah, and there's a lot of new holds that Yossi has been working really hard to get at.
So time gets to 2 minutes left. Support boulders go
I
from.
can't really see very well.
The athletes are allowed to touch the starting holds from the ground, and that is all.
So men's one looks hard.
Most of those athletes pretty seasoned.
Yeah, I thought as much. After the quali round, I think they were going to step it up just a little bit for these guys.
Yeah, yeah. It looks dynamic in like the first hole.
Into the double wall.
Yeah, but the feet are so bad. I don't know what it's going to be.
1 minute.
Are we allowed to talk
Classic
about what it might be?
Oh yeah.
It
Let's
looks
speculate.
like a foot stab into the wall. Into the wall.
Into the 360s. Great. Oh, after. Yeah. Yeah. I thought they might not even go to that grey 360 until they've started like rocking over for the jib.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see on the live stream, but there's actually a little crimp on the side of that 360 feature, and it looks pretty small, but I don't know. It looks
I mean the foot's nice and generous, which is good.
Yeah, we don't have a great look at the slab.
What most people don't realise is that a lot of the circular holds they're using, their small foot holds, they're actually quite slippery. The surface area is not as positive as it looks. It's not as high profile as it looks. So I think swapping your feet on that to stand back onto the big blue ball on the left would be a slippery last move.
So, yeah, you didn't get a great look at the slab for F1, but looks tricky, looks standy, big last move, little stand up. But now they've moved on to F2. Again, we don't have a great view, but it's like a cool little, I don't know how much we can move, but...
Sorry, we might go out of view for a little bit, but we're just going to have a look at the problems as well.
I had a little bit of a look. They're really cool black circular 360 and OLIO holes that have been stacked up on the top of each other. It might be, you can't really see it yet, but so
what is that?
they're going to start pressing. I think it actually traverses through 2 sectors, and I think that's so cool. It's going to be a little journey. Yeah, it might be a little bit metaphorical.
Yeah, it's probably the best we can do for the F1.
We're just trying to figure out all the camera angles and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm so excited to watch the finals.
Unfortunately, the
We've got
view
a
of
really, really
F1's just going to be a little bit split by our pillar. Sorry, guys at home. If you're in the crowd, it's a great view.
Yeah. I feel like that pillar is the bane of our existence in comps every time.
Surely we can figure a way to dismantle it, right? It's not structural.
No. And men's 2 through the steep and a classic Yossi boulder.
Looks like maybe a bit of a paddle.
Yeah.
Bit of a douche, diff bap off, if you will.
There's a lot going on visually and I'm assuming physically as well. I'm quite excited. I don't know if you can see us.
Unfortunately, we don't get a really good look at F2. It's kind of obscured for us. All right. F3, nice skate.
Yeah.
Real bad feature to skate on too.
Yeah. So this one was set by Mei. Yeah. Really, really visually big and I love it. I hope the girls can not figure it out, but actually, you know, stick the moves because I'd really like to see this one go. But I think we have a really, really good like competitors like they have a good chance, I reckon. And
the top hold looks awesome as well.
Yeah.
Some stacked balls.
And the men's is also a Mei, I believe. Little stack of circular holds. Really cool. Yeah.
Looks like a big mantle. Classic.
Yeah. And on no text jibbed feet. So I think there will be some standing on some no text. So the no text are Yossi's like little feature.
Yeah, I'd call them a
features?
feature. Yeah.
Yeah. And
They're really just there to make things more positive, but in classic Skywood fashion, we've tried to make them stand on it.
Yeah.
They're really good to be used in the steep, I think, like to really make a kind of average crimp quite good, quite usable, without like a features surface area. A lot of the time, features can kind of ruin whatever sequence you come up with because of their just large textured surface, but with these, you can't use anything other than the hold that's attached to them. They'll be impossible to hold.
We're meant to look at the camera as well.
Oh, hi. I'm too busy trying to look at the climbs.
We're too invested in the boulders.
The mantle looks good.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting hand foot.
So now they're going on to men's 4. Holy moly, men's 4 looks really, really hard. This one was a Ryan Henderson boulder, I believe. I believe that throughout the whole finals setting process, they worked as a team. I think a lot of them were co-set or everybody was helping each other. So when I say this person climb, I might not be 100% true, but
Had a lot of contribution.
I think so, and I think it's really cool that like we can have like a team that can work really well together, and yeah, but
It looks like some hard balancey pulling, but what I'm most excited for is the female 4 hand jam. That is madness. We like to try something different in here a lot. I think especially to give the female competition some tricks, new tricks.
yeah.
Maybe Andrea Ha will find it real easy.
Oh yeah, for sure, I reckon. But those features, I don't know if you can see how big they are on screen. No, but they are massive. They are so big.
Yeah, I'm excited to get you guys to see it back home. It's pretty cool. It's a massive hand jam.
Yeah. Some classic no text hand jam. Not classic.
No,
but
yeah.
It is classic.
Yeah, it is classic.
Yeah.
It's good for once, I think, to have the back of your hand to be supported by something that doesn't just rip up your skin and bones. But the featured part, the textured part, is for your palm, like the one you want to be gripping. But the back of it is completely dual text, but does narrow out like a slot to make a really, I would say, comfortable hand jam. It'd be interesting because hand jams as well are so morpho. So I hope that it's tight enough for everyone.
I could almost describe it as like a friendly hand jam. For a finals friendly hand jam, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
especially
yeah.
because it's the last boulder, it looks really physical, but at least it's like, you kind of want to use all your gumbers on that last boulder, and I think that's
Yeah.
really cool. And if it's the last one, you're going to commit to that hand jam, right?
Oh yeah.
I wonder
yeah.
if people undercling the feature and smear the wall. That's my only thought.
Yeah. I think you still kind of want to use that feature to get pressed up into it to then get into the hand jam.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm very excited. We have a full house tonight. Stop, so we're gonna pull it out. There's a lot of people standing, which is really cool, and thank you so much for tuning in. Are you leaving me?
2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so excited to watch the boulders. I think the setters have worked so hard. Amanda, do you want to say hi? Ty's just left me for a moment. But yeah. Do you know when it's going to start? Do you know when it's going to start? Do you want to pop the headset on? So, Amanda. I think we're going to start pretty soon. We don't have the best seat in the house, but that's okay. Can you hear me echo? Hey. Do you want to introduce yourself? Yeah.
I was one of the route setters here for this first Handcuff, which is super exciting. Yossi and Corey have been working so hard to shape these holds for 2 years. So I think it's a bit of a dream come true for them to finally be on the wall and be released in this competition.
Yeah. I remember in COVID, Yossi showing me one of the first renditions of the katanas. And I'm like, I can't believe, I'm pretty sure they might be the ones on the wall. Those like linear ones. But I can't believe that we're like finally at this like massive release competition. They both worked so hard and they should be so proud of themselves. Yeah. So cool, right? Can you tell me a little bit about how the setting went?
Okay, so we had 2 setters from overseas. Sorry, can I just we had 2 setters from
Oh, not on screen. Don't have it on screen. Don't have it on screen. Can't have it on the live stream. Anyway, so
we had 2 setters
yeah.
from overseas. So we had Mei Nagasako from Japan, super exciting, and
super cool. I
Ryan
was
Henderson.
fangirling over both of them.
Ryan Henderson, Scottish man from France. So they're both amazing setters. Pretty much they just made me feel like I knew nothing about setters. Alright, we've got our first setter.
Yeah.
Alice coming up.
Yeah. So
Maybe
I
setters, I
believe
know
we
there's a couple
have.
of setters competing today, which is always cool.
So in men's we have Finn. He sets at Nomad, if I'm correct.
Setter.
Yeah.
I think it's always great when a setter goes into a competition, so whenever they do set for a competition, they really know what it feels like to be a climber in that situation. And hopefully they can be a little bit more considerate when setting climbs.
Was there a particular reason why the females are starting on slab first?
Actually, their qualification was, so the qualification boulders were on opposite walls, so they should all be getting to climb on every wall angle that we have. The men's climb was on this wall in qualies, and the females get this climb in finals.
I'm just going to sit back because I really can't see anything. Wow.
Mackenzie's straight into it. All right, let's see how this stand-up goes.
Mia. Is that her name? Mackenzie, sorry. Oh my gosh, so bad. Wow.
She's actually
Also,
cruising.
Finn's reading it as a dynamic move. Cool. Oh.
She's slab's always tricky. You got to figure out whether you need to go quick or slow.
How good is that circular hold that's in between the 2 features, like the big one?
It's very flat.
Yeah.
It's very flat, but it's very textured. So
You have to pull pretty hard and stand on it, hey?
on M1,
Oh, Finn almost sticks the move.
same size hold, but just way more high profile. So
Yeah. That's
stick
kind of
out a little
cool.
bit further from the wall.
That's really cool on the same, like the first boulders. Really good footwork. Yeah.
That crimp that she stepped through on, the start crimp, was
Nice. So she tops the first boulder. How good. So now it's only Finn out, who still has 2 minutes on the wall. It's really loud in here. The energy is amazing. I'm very
Today has
excited.
been such a busy day here at Skywood. It's just been packed the whole day. There's so much energy.
So Finn chooses the static beta.
That
Oh, come on.
again, it is very grippy, so it's a brand new hold.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how much skin they have at the end of this competition.
Whoa! So the left side of that feature is basically flat.
Especially with this 4+ format.
Be interesting to see if he changes up his beta next time.
Yeah,
It's static or changes curves.
yeah. This feature arrangement, can I just say, is very, very, what's the word? It's like, it really stands out.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like huge features and like 3 big holds, I think is really, really cool.
I wish we could always set with just one climb on each wall. I think it just makes you feel so special when you're just climbing on the feature of the wall.
Yeah, I agree.
So pretty. Fortunately, we don't have that kind of space to play around with in a regular set.
That feature's really horrible that he's standing on.
It is. It's like this wall is slightly overhang. It's not vertical, but by putting that feature on it, it's almost like a slab. But then you're getting pushed out by these big walls.
Slab but not slab. Come on, Finn, super strong.
You gotta hug them.
Come on, Finn. Oh, come on, Finn.
Alright, you went for the same again.
Yeah.
Once more,
It's,
get on and stay on for as long
It's
as you
always
can.
so cool in finals boulders on how hard the competitors try, and I think it's so cool to watch them just like give it their all.
So it is 4+. So they have 4 minutes,
Oh.
and if their last attempt runs out of time while they're on the wall,
Come on, Finn.
they get to keep climbing.
So you really want to make this go count. Hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna try as hard as you
Falls off. This
can.
is his attempt to go
Oh,
on.
well done, Finn.
Rodrigo and Liz.
Got our brushes coming in.
So next we have our
Doing a good
Rodrigo
job.
and Liz.
Find your judge, orange football just here. Liz just making the final adjustments on her shoes. Liz,
This is Rodrigo. I believe he came here from Queensland.
Making all the way around to F1. Let's go.
I believe Rodrigo came from Queensland to compete. I actually saw him in the gym on Tuesday, which means he's been here for almost a week, which is commitment. I don't know if he went home again and then came back because we were closed in the time in between, but pretty solid to come and try the gym out before the comp. I thought that was pretty cool.
It's really cool that this comp has like had a really big impact on people, and like
You know what? There's actually not a lot of people climbing here that are from Skywood, so it's cool to see. I mean, mixed in with people who are from Skywood. A lot of other people have come to join. That was
Rodrigo makes
cool.
the first move look easy.
Dynamic. I wonder if he'll go dynamic again.
Yeah, I read it as a foot step, please, Vincent. No. Aw.
That foot's pretty slopey on top. If you can get purchase on that, that would be pretty clever.
Thanks, Emma.
Those stranger competitions.
Okay, so I've just found out that Rodrigo is from Brazil. But maybe he lives in Queensland. I'm not sure. I'll ask him later.
Yeah, but still, it's so cool that he's here. Yeah, thank you for everybody who came out to come to the qualies and climb an open B, C and inclusive. It was really cool to watch you guys all climb the boulders as well.
Come on, Rodrigo. Come on.
So,
We got a toe hook. We've got a double toe hook. And he's off. How's Liz going on the slab? I actually can't see there's a pole in the way.
I know, we're not in the best seat, are we, to
We're not in the
have a
best
look,
seat.
but
That's alright. I can hear a lot of cheering from over that side.
yeah. Classic hard Skyward slab, hey? I feel like we have almost a reputation of hard
We
slab.
love smeary feet. Come on, Liz. Come on, Liz. Come on, Liz.
So I don't know if you can see, but the zone hold that she's holding right now, oh, you can't see, it's like behind the pole, but they are miniature, like proper bad. Rodrigo tries to stick the foot, he sticks the foot. Come on. Is he gonna mantle? Oh, and
That
the
foot
foot
is just too bad to get purchase on.
Yeah. So do you know the intended beta?
I think what the roots had wanted was for you to actually jump to the half dome, and there's a little jib on the right hand side of it, catch the jib, and then you sort of smear up the white wall to get your foot on.
Nice.
Hopefully you can stand on the slopey jib while you're a little bit more
Yeah.
over it.
But it's
Gain
super
purchase.
bunchy. Super bunchy, right?
Not if you kick out.
So Liv's just gearing up to have another go as well.
Yes, there you go.
Very cool.
Little bit of time. Crack to the code. Come on, Liz. Come on, Liz.
Come on, trust it. Come on.
Trust your feet.
So I think we should just give a quick rundown of how the boulders work. So you'll see that there's little coloured tags that will indicate it's a 4-point start, so it's World Cup style. They all have a start hole, and when a competitor gets to the zone, they have to move off of it for it to count. And then, they have 4 minutes on the clock, that's basically it, right?
4 minutes on the clock, 4 plus.
Yeah,
so
4
if
plus.
you're on the wall and you run out of the time, you can keep climbing until you fall off or top.
So Rodrigo has about
however long you want after that 4 minutes.
5 seconds left. He's probably going to pull on so that he can keep climbing after that 4 minutes. He's styled that move, hasn't he?
He's dialed it in. Come on, come on.
Yeah! So unfortunately he has found the beta just on his last go. That's such an unfortunate way to discover the beta, but that's okay.
I think that's a move that you just need to fully commit to. You can't really, go slow and catch and then kick. You've just got to throw your whole body over. It's always really intimidating to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, throwing your body towards a wall.
It's very unnatural, but a lot of climbing has morphed into that, which is kind of cool, kind of different, but yeah.
And here we've got Dylan Paul and Mia Weeder. This is in our sneak scene.
I wonder what's going to happen now. I'm very excited to see what Dylan thinks about this boulder. Effortless. So, in the observation times, the competitors are able to talk about the boulder, and everybody's come out and thought about mantling that boulder. It's very interesting to think
Yeah, perhaps they've all shared the wrong place.
yeah, and how many backup plans do you have? You know what I mean? Okay, the first option doesn't work. How many more options do do they talk about, and how much is intuitive, and what are they thinking?
We'll see how many of them adapt.
Yeah, it's
as
really interesting
the
to think
boulders
about.
maybe not possible to climb in the way that they thought it would be. That move's a little too easy for him, it seems.
So Mia's making her way up the slab, getting her foot up. Is that
And
hold
matching over there.
that she's standing on no text?
It has no texture. See if she does a step through method, or maybe a little quick pop up to the last hold.
100% commitment needed for those holds. It's going to be...
Come on.
Yeah! So Mia tops the boulder.
So she took
Amazing.
another step up the feature as opposed to Mackenzie.
That
who-
looked really natural. She almost knew that that hold was good enough for her to really hang on to it. Yeah, yeah. She is a really, really clever climber. And she moves with 100% confidence, and that is really, really admirable. Someone with no confidence in my climbing sometimes. Like when you have to commit to moves, it's terrifying.
That's how I feel on the slab. I feel like you just need to do it and pretend like you're going to do it.
So Dylan's going for the mantle beta again. Nice. Yep. So
As a climber, I think it's really important to change up your beta every now and again. If something doesn't go, 2 or 3 times in a row, you definitely should start maybe thinking about trying something else.
yeah, I
And I
totally
think
agree.
Dylan's always pretty good at that.
It also comes with comp experience, right? Like he is becoming more and more experienced in the comp scene, and I think you'll see a lot of these athletes do so. I'm actually. Oh, so he just missed the jib. I think he needs a little bit more perch, and hopefully he can hold that little jib. It looks pretty inca. It looks okay, but
So I think what happened here was, I think he went to go put a tick mark on the hold, and you're not allowed tick marks in a competition. So he was made aware that it's not allowed, and he's going to carry it. So he hit that perfectly.
26 seconds. It is World Cup.
Good, brushes to a ninja. It's always nice to have volunteer brushers who are so psyched to get the job done.
10 seconds.
Good old fellow climbers.
so Dylan's just having a look at the clock, so he can rest a little bit, and then it's +4, so he'll keep going.
The buzzer just went off. He's still climbing. He's about to finish his water check.
It's a really tricky move.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
It's hard.
yeah.
Hard.
So if you guys want to try these boulders, they'll be up for the next reset, I believe. So well, there'll be a fill-in of boulders, and then as we reset the gym, they'll get taken down. But yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of the boulders. I hope you guys are psyched to try them as well.
These will be kept up, so everyone can come in and see how actually hard they are. How hard they actually are.
Yeah. So now we have Hugo, and I don't know this girl. We should really get a list of these competitors. I feel really bad that I don't know who they are.
So there was a qualification in Boulder where you had to sort of press above your head. And Hugo was the only one who topped it, which was really impressive. What's he going to do here? He's also a great comp climber, changing up the style when he needs to. Come on.
So that's Emily. Sorry, Emily.
Yeah. She's tipping out.
Yeah. We've got a lot of young kids in this round.
Oh, they're taking over.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. New gen. I don't know if we can be called old gen. I don't think so, but definitely new gen.
We're current gen.
We're
They're new
current.
gen.
I like that.
They're definitely schooling up.
So Hugo's going for a different method. He's really standing on that foot, going quite statically. Really strong on those slopers.
Oh, toe hooker. Oh.
Oh, It looks hard to
be
gain
able to reach
tension.
them.
Yeah. It's going to be really hard to like keep that tension to swing your foot. Oh, he's going for the mantle baiter. Can you make that foot work? No. All right. So I think Emily just peeled off the slab. Sorry that the commentator's not best. We just really don't have a great view at this boulder, as I believe that you don't either. But yeah, trying to do as best as we can.
Come on, Diego. Come on, Emily.
Alright, so
I think finding it a little bit hard to establish. Not establish, but make a move. Really got to lock your shoulder in. Scary stand up.
yeah, I think Hugo has found the beta from the root setters.
She's doing it. So Emily's just found the toe hook on the left side of the slab to help stand her up. Now she's got to walk across the feature, no hands. Put her right foot on dual text. Hold basically nothing. So what she's holding right now is basically a little footer. Like it's a one screw little thing.
She was just a little bit out the wall.
That move is so cool.
Super technical. Really cool.
Super technical. I'm really impressed that the other girls just hand-foot matched on a dual text hold.
Flexibility, mobility, every day.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing people find different ways around a boulder that is so simple and doesn't really have that much on the wall can be done. Come on, Hugo.
So he's just making his way up the feature. The last one was
Come on, Hugo. Victory cheer from him jumps up the top. He looks pretty stoked to have set that boulder, I reckon.
I almost didn't see that last one. It almost just like skipped my mind. There is
So it's completely dual texture. Basically, it's just
no texture.
Sorry, no texture. I think that is new these days. Holds with no texture. It's just something to put your hands on while you're standing, balance to finish the move.
I really wonder if someone's going to miss that. Because it'd be absolutely devastating if they do, and I hope they don't. But
I think they probably would have studied the boulders
I hope so.
quite well when they came out and
So
had their
we
2 minutes.
have Judith and Liam coming out.
Yeah, these two always seem to come out at the same time.
Yeah.
Great climbers, always in the comp scene. Both wearing green, I love it.
Yeah.
So Liam's actually heading off to a couple of World Cups this year.
Nice to
pretty
get
not
some
bad.
practicing.
He's the head setter at St. Peter's. Judith is an Australian Ninja Warrior, and she just came back from competing in America.
Making
That
that
was too
first
easy.
look easy.
So earlier in when we were doing the walk through the boulders, I heard Judith say, "I can't read this boulder. I have no idea how to do it." So
You guys can read through.
it's too strong. Liam Italy. He always knows how to get the crowd going.
Judith is just tying up that last hole. And that's a flash from her. Oh!
It's
She
kind of
just misses it. Sorry, I shouldn't
Right,
have.
Liam just gave somebody a very hard high five, and I fear that the skin on his hands, these holes are fresh and sharp and spiky.
This music is very dramatic, and I
This
love
music
it.
is intense.
I love it.
I'm sweating over here. How are you?
My fingertips, juicy. Watching them, knowing I carried those those fiberglass holes, I know how textured they are. I feel for them. But you know, it's good. Oh, sorry. So Judith
Okay,
is just
you go,
making her
Judith.
way up.
Come on, Judith. Yeah, she actually just got back from competing in America for Ninja Warrior.
So cool.
She was there for 2 weeks.
She's been getting, not that she was never
All
very
right, she's
strong.
going to correct this and really hold the last hold. She's very good at correcting her mistakes.
She's a really, really good climber, and I've seen her improvement.
She's amazing.
And it's really, 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 really good to watch her climb. Amazing.
Little victory there. Little hat pump. Love it.
So we have our final competitors coming out, Andrea and Campbell. So very, very strong competitors coming out.
Andrea and Campbell.
Yeah, do you know anything about Andrea?
Andrea is a climber from the mountains.
Yeah.
Her husband is a climber, and they were competing today. It's actually really cool to see them at comps because you don't see them around at comps.
Yeah.
She's got a little son who is here.
So cute, so
I think
cute.
he's about 4, and he is cheering on his mum like he's never seen her before.
Oh, little
It's
technical
adorable.
issue. Campbell has forgotten his slip, but that's okay. Hopefully he doesn't get flustered. Cool. And
I imagine it's so nerve-wracking.
Campbell's a pretty seasoned competitor, I believe.
Oh yeah, he's just been back from a bunch of World Cups last year. I don't know if he's going in
Yeah.
this year. But yeah, very, very good at competing. He knows what to do.
Yeah, I'm very excited to watch them climb. I'm so psyched. I don't know about you. Oh, amazing.
Come on, Andrea.
Campbell's making quick work of the men's one boulder.
Yeah. So because these guys came in last, which is the reverse order of what they placed in qualies,
Campbell
it means
almost
that they
makes,
placed highest in qualies.
yeah, Campbell almost makes that mantle work, and Andrea is making very, very. She's
is
matching that little hole.
matching
That's
literally nothing.
so impressive.
Almost as small as a soy sauce
She's
cap.
eyeing at the last hold. Yeah! And she makes
One
it
thumb on
work.
that, and then just pulled in on that one thumb for that 1 second and held it. That was quite sloppy to me.
Was that a flash?
That was flash. I think that was a flash. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
She's pretty amazing.
So does that mean that almost everybody has topped that first boulder? I'm sorry. I think so.
Did Emily do it?
Maybe not.
She struggled at the start a little bit, but I think
I think she
maybe
got
everyone
there.
did F1.
Yeah.
That is solid. I'd
So-
love to see Campbell do M1.
15 seconds left on the clock.
So he has 15 seconds left on the clock. He's probably going to have a little bit of a shakeout. Oh, not 15. 2:15. Sorry. Okay.
Fantastic round qualifying today.
Wait,
2:15. 2:15.
can't see the clock.
We
All the
yeah.
sidelines.
Here in finals.
So yeah, it looks like they've all talked about the mantle Vader, and it's interesting that Liam didn't. Liam just did something completely different. That's kind of cool.
Thank you, brushes.
I wonder if Liam was standing at the back going, you guys are reading this. I know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I think being a route setter in that sense is like really good, like in reading routes and thinking out of the box. And
So I don't know if I said, but he is the head route setter at St. Peter's, which is, I think, is Australia's largest indoor country.
yeah, they've got really, really good bouldering, really, really good rope climbing. Campbell's going for a static method into a toe hook. He's working really hard to make that work. Ooh, and just pulls off. I guess if he's not waste the energy if he doesn't have to.
That's it. That's it. It's all about.
We're just trying out to somebody else. I guess. But yeah, so we got how many seconds left? We got about 45 seconds left on the clock. Gonna take a rest. I think it's really cool that we're doing the 4+, especially because the World Cup has recently stop doing that, right? They only do 4 minutes capped. So once the buzzer's off, you're done, and you have to hop off the wall. But this time, we're not. What is going on?
I can see a couple of
Root setters working overtime.
root setters opening a bottle of wine with a pair of vice grips. Sorry, Simon.
It's quite.
Come on, Campbell. 5 seconds to get on.
Those big balls are so textured. I imagine every attempt you just lose more and more skin, and it's boulder number 1. They know they have 3 more boulders, so maybe it's a bit safe to not use all your skin and all of your energy on the first boulder. I think competition's all about sort of conserving and then bursting when you need to.
Cool, so we're moving off to the second round of boulders. So M2 is the big Yossi sculpture artwork in the steep.
That is such a Yossi boulder. I think the cool thing about him is you can just look at it and go, yep, Yossi.
Yeah.
You know, he can set at any gym around Sydney, and I'll go and have a climb there and be like, point at the walls, go, Yossi.
Yeah.
Go to a different gym, that's Yossi there, you know?
Yeah.
He just leaves his Yossi remnants everywhere at every climbing
Yeah.
gym.
So that was the big thing that he did while actually working. He was working really hard route setting throughout all the gyms in Sydney to actually fund OLIO. So, and I think throughout that time he was learning a lot of the little things. Not that he never. I think he. Never mind.
He was setting so
much.
to save up
Yeah,
for OLIO.
yeah, working really, really hard, and I think it's really cool.
We're all really proud of him.
Yeah.
And Corey.
Yeah, and Corey.
Yeah,
We
they've
can't
done
forget
such a good
Corey.
job. And I think this comp does a really good job of showing off those holds in
Yeah.
such a beautiful way. The boulders are really pretty
So we got
and functional.
We got Mackenzie and Finn. We got Mackenzie and Finn coming out. So I just want to say on men's too. So Yossi has made these features that stack really well on top of each other, and on that left zone hold, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 holds stacked on top of each other to bring it out from the wall. I'm really interested to see what the movement is. Yeah, and those we can't see anything on F2 at all. We might have to look at the screen. So Mia is just stemming her way up the corner on those 360 holds and just steps up.
Whoa.
She's making really quick work.
Yeah, she's quick.
Oh, and she pops the boulder. That's a flash.
She's stopped. She's flat.
Yeah, so this
She's
is
got 2 flashes.
yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I think she has 2 flashes. We've got Finn on M2.
Yeah, so this is the boulder that I was talking about. It's a little bit of a journey.
So that crimp that you have to start matched on is on a white little feature, which is part of the Sands collection of the OLIO holds, and it is completely no texture. So you're going to a crimp, but the backing behind it is completely slippery. It looks like he's going to start a static mode by pressing on the wall. That method looks also tricky. I wonder if it's harder than actually just running and committing, grabbing and holding.
Yeah, they are really small and quite blocked. It's quite accurate on where you have to hold, and he's using the wall to almost press himself up. That's totally legal, I believe.
Yeah, you are allowed to do that.
Yeah. Ooh. I wonder if he's going to change up his beta and commit a little bit harder, but or he makes it work, and I really hope he does. It looks like a safe option. I also know how bad those feet are. Are they still Technics, sorry?
I believe they're little OLIO feet.
Are they? Cool.
So OLIO has a range of jibs, a range of features, tiny holds, big holds. A lot of them are circular, a lot of them have no texture. All things that Yossi loves.
Yeah.
And yeah, he definitely put them together in a beautiful way for this climb. Another thing
It
he
looks like
loves
it's going
is
to commit
stacking
more.
holds.
Ooh.
So he made a lot of his holds easy to stack on top of each other. Maybe he started OLIO just so that he could make holds for himself that he could stack on top of each other.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I definitely believe so. I have never seen stacking. What did Victor call it? Bricolage. The way that Yossi does, and at Skywood especially. And it's kind of like making its way through all the route setters in all of Sydney. And I think it's really, really cool. Yeah. I remember the first time I saw some stacking, I was like, what the heck is going on? But now it's almost like second nature. It's really cool. Yossi is really pushing the boundaries of route setting. Sorry.
Next microphone keeps calling.
I know. I keep touching it. But yeah, I think Finn's starting to commit more. He holds the moves.
Alright, it looks like he just has to go, go, go.
Come on, Finn. He's going to paddle. Oh! Take really commits to that move.
Oh, that one had me on the edge of my seat.
So Finn's going to have another go. He's really, really... It's... Oh. Oh. So, Finn really, he really powered through that that paddle dyno, and it's funny how some people just are really, really good at it.
He's getting a lot of fist bumps on the way out for his effort.
that fall was also really good.
That was great. That was great.
I hope there's some good photos of that. So we got Liv and Rodrigo, and Liv has forgotten her split. So
this M2 boulder, basically you're holding on to something that is really, really hard to hold, and then from that, you have to go out and just generate to go, 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 all the way over to that blue circle. Insane.
So we've got the same type of bricolage on the F2 as well. We've got like 2 OLIO holds and then a 360 hold on top of it. And I think it's really cool that each boulder has a little elements of the same essence in both of the boulders, but in completely different ways. I think it's a really cool touch that the route setters have put into this comp.
Alright, Lewis is in a press. She's doing a drop knee.
Oh. They
So
look
the
really
bottom
comfortable.
hold that Liv has her right foot on now is actually no texture, because we love no texture here at Skywood. We love making you absolutely terrified.
Oh, Rodrigo sticks the first move of M2.
Got it. Alright, here's the generate from nothing.
Oh,
he's going feet.
He's going feet first. That's really cool.
I think it's got a little knee bar in there, maybe. Where is he going to put his feet? So he's...
So it doesn't. That's really interesting beta. I love the kind of thinking out of the box, because I definitely would have read that as a paddle.
Again, do you go slow or do you go fast? What is easier?
Yeah.
What's the easiest way to get up the boulder?
So Liv is just having a little breather, just resetting her mind. A really good strategy to have in competition climbing. Yeah, thanks again for everybody tuning in to the live stream. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. You want to have a word?
Alright, so I'm going to hand you over right now to Ty and Mr. Ryan from France. So these are, Ty is our usual route setter here in Skywood, and he didn't set for the comp today. He climbed earlier in qualies, and Ryan did set for the comp, so he's from France.
I didn't do
and
very
he'll tell you a
well,
little
but
bit
I
about
had fun.
setting in his boulders.
Oh, yay!
May might jump in a bit later.
Yeah,
So he's
sick.
Ryan.
All right, Ty, we good?
Oh. Hello, Mr. Ryan Henderson. The Ryan Henderson. It's a pleasure to sporadically talk to you over the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to be here, and it's been good fun to be involved with the set.
So walk me through. This is a Yossi boulder M2.
Walk you through it. So
Yeah.
it's a hop up.
It looks
to a really
brutal,
bad.
yeah.
It's a hop up to a really bad crimp. The feet are good. You match. And what we were doing was we were hitting the first black 360 hold, and then we were crossing to the white volume, and then into the shoulder on the blue. Then there's two really bad crimps afterwards.
Oh my God, where?
Yeah, there's two really bad crimps from the OLIO range.
Oh,
so you got the
wow,
sands,
yeah,
you got the
yeah.
sands, and then you got the little gumdrops, and then you pump up to a big gumdrop.
Nice.
Yeah, it's,
At least you guys were kind of pleasant and you stacked them onto some more dual techs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think otherwise you wouldn't see the holes if they were just
I couldn't even see them on the white.
But yeah, it's a rough start.
Yeah, it
But they're
looks-
probably used to these holes after qualifiers, so
That's true, and maybe they hate them even more because of the qualifiers. Yeah, they're savage.
we got Dill coming out, who dominated in the qualifiers, had a really good round, climbed really well, and he's moving well on the wall. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, he looked like he worked out M1 just a little too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, M1 was a little bit cryptic. I think Liam did well to come out and dominate the ball there with
Yeah,
a flash. That's what
that
we-
is really impressive.
So we'll see what
Really.
happens.
It's a shame we can't really see Mia. We'll have to look at our live screen for Mia. Who said F2?
Who said
F2.
F2 was a mix of me, myself, and Yossi.
Nice.
Yeah. Most of the boulders were set by well. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So he's going to a really bad crimp, and the match is pretty beefy.
Oh, that is brutal. Yeah, he is notorious for breaking the old piff paff poff, the
Yeah.
paddle. He's done it quite a few times. He did it in Waterloo's Nationals.
Yep.
Yeah, just absolutely cruise past one of the holds, doing the same thing, matching and just generating really far.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he comes from the generation of climbers that have been brought up with this type of movement.
Yeah,
He moves well on
fast
the wall.
hands.
He moves well in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got such good hand speed,
Yeah.
hand-eye coordination, and commitment. I don't think like that to me is like the biggest thing that these younger generations have is that they're just willing to go for things.
Yeah, definitely. I think probably the most impressive thing is for his age, how chilled, how calm he is.
So chill.
Yeah. I feel like he's just going through it, you know, he's doing well.
I first met him at 9 Degrees Parramatta
Yeah.
when I was working and setting there, and I mean, he must have been 14, and he
Yeah.
was so tiny, and I used to watch him just try his hardest to break their purple, like their moderate hard grades, and it was really impressive. Then moving out here to freshwater, I didn't see him for maybe a year and a half, and when he came in, I was like, who are you? You're huge.
Yeah.
You've grown up so much, and then he just demolished. Yeah. He's done so well recently in comps. It's really impressive. I think he's actually going to compete overseas this season for the World Cups.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what would be good for him. The more experience he gets, the better.
Oh gosh, my skin hurts watching it.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Mia's
got to get
still
the foot on pretty
pondering.
quickly. As soon as you get the right foot on, you can get a little bit of weight off the right hand, match and keep moving.
Oh my God! Just hold one hand.
There we go.
Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan.
Over he goes.
Hey!
There we go.
No
That's what we're
problem.
looking for. The first crimp's a little bit better than the second crimp.
Mia's also just pulled on into the pressing sequence.
There we go.
Dylan's getting to
Gets
the
the
top.
heel in. He's got the toe. And he
he's
should
got
get
it.
the match.
He's got it.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Coming out, dominating, getting it done.
We got Mia, dropping the top hold as well on F2. She got really close just then.
really close to that last hold.
Hey, Yossi, give us a bump, bro. All done.
So toe hook was intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah,
toe
nice.
hook was intentional. That's what gives you the control to get the match.
Nice.
Yep. Took a long time to get it to that, but there we go. No, it's good.
I've been waiting quite a long time from like prototype to now obviously full mold made
Yep.
of those gumdrops.
Yep.
They just look so impressive to hold
Yeah.
in the steep.
I think for me the best part about the gumdrops is the versatility of them.
Yeah?
So you have like plates that go underneath it, which change the angle, and probably their best feature is the fact that they're really lightweight.
Yeah. Oh, and that's Mia.
To the top
Cruising the
on
top.
F2.
Yeah, it looked like she really just had to work out the positions on that
Yeah.
one, and then she just...
Yeah, you got to slow down, get into the corner, hit the zone well, and then you got the top move, which is it does throw you off if you're not focusing on the foot. There is a small foot jib on the no-text volume, which allows you to push up a bit.
Seems to be quite a good theme of today's both qualies and finals is no text.
Yeah, I think it's
Getting
probably down to
comfy.
the sands. It's been good to have a hold that allows us to force movement pretty easily. So
Forgive us a little bit if we're not commentating too much on F2. It's kind of tucked around the corner. It's quite hard to see on the screen. So again, to anyone at home listening, sorry for the real spot-on commentary with that one. It's really hard. Here's Hugo setting up for the piff paff. Oh yeah! Oh,
big
Lord.
fall, big fall.
Oh,
Big fall.
wow,
we got the
that
zone.
was-
We got the zone on F2.
yeah.
There's two ways of going about it. You can either face out to the crowd and push out to the zone, which isn't too bad, or you can face in, which gives you a really awkward foot swap.
I quite often
There we
enjoy
go,
like
she's-
those face
she's
out
turning
moments.
around. There we
Yeah,
go.
they're just because your bum can squeeze you into the corner so
Yeah.
much more. You're so much closer to the wall. More stability. Obviously, you then deal with the flip of turning around again, but it definitely helps in stemming situations. It's a good trad skill for outdoors.
Yeah.
All right, she got the top
We got
right
the top.
comfortably. Nice.
Yeah, so
picking
after the slab, there's a difference in style. We'll see how they get on with F3.
Oh, yeah. Much easier. The thing I love the most again about these guys is just their commitment. He took a screamer before and he's just picked himself back up. I wouldn't do that. I'd walk away.
It looks like he. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Oh!
Oh, he's in.
Cheeky!
Perfect.
That's real cheeky.
Yeah, it's good to see the climbers adapt as they're on the wall.
Yeah.
Hugo had a really good qualifying round. Really good
Yeah.
qualifying round. One of the only climbers to do boulder number 4.
I think he was the only climber to do M4. Yeah. That was a backbreaker. All right, so next out we have local favorite Judith Carroll and the man himself, Liam Healy. He absolutely cruised M1, so we'll see how he goes on M2.
All right, let's see what he does.
And I think Judith is going to have quite a good time on F2. Sorry, she's already into it. Let's see if she works out a turnaround. Oh God, I can just feel my splits opening up on that thing. Oh. It's good. You get a few splits for even the zone now because of that. Not that getting to the zone afterwards is easy.
Let's see if he gets on.
Judith is still facing in, and she is
In between
working.
Yeah, I mean, in between qualifiers and finals, I'm pretty sure I saw Liam on the woody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was giving it a go.
Yeah, he spent probably a good 3 hours after the qualifying round just pulling hard on our woody.
He's got to be careful with his attempts here. He's got to be careful with his attempts.
Yeah, it does
Give
seem that Hugo and Dylan did do it relatively quickly, and he doesn't want to ruin his good effort on M1. Judith is still getting stuck in that stem. We'll see if, yeah, she's working out to turn around now. So I heard you guys had a bit of a screamer first day of setting.
Yeah,
8 a.m. till 11 p.m.
yeah. First day of setting was pretty rough, but it's always like that. First day you start with finals, and then it's a new team, quite an international team, getting to know everybody. So it does take a bit of time, and I mean that's why we're here.
The TV for the timers turned off. It's in the bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom left. Sorry. We're having some technical issues with our clock. Our TV is turned off, unfortunately. They've still got some time left, though.
Okay, here we go. So we're getting set up, facing inwards. Oh, she's turned. There we go.
All right.
Liam set up for the paddle. There's the zone.
They're both getting exciting.
Go on, Liam.
Oh! I would have said Liam would have eaten up this problem, but the kids are proving him wrong.
Yeah, I guess like coming out and dominating boulder number 1, you go back in knowing everybody's spent a good part of 4 minutes outside.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think I think he's a pretty professional athlete, but I think he definitely has it in his head that it's been top. So yeah, you got to come out and perform. And to be honest with you, the OLIO ball, which is the zone, it's good, but it's not incredible.
It's got nothing to bite into.
Yeah, there's not much bite on it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's it right there.
That whip was epic.
Yeah. You got to keep it together for the top. He's got the heel in. And the flag and the top. There we go.
Did a bit of a mixed top out there. Did the heel and still matched the top.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
We've got Judith in the corner.
Yeah. Just having a little bit of trouble just getting this last move.
Yeah, last move involves a little bit of commitment.
Oh, how good's that last hole?
Last hole's pretty good. It's one of the new OLIO holes. It's full texture, which is interesting for this comp. It's a good hole. You just got to pop up to it.
Commit again.
Yeah, it's a little bit of electricity in the boulder, so. Pretty sitting in the corner, 4+. That's a little bit of the OG comps.
Oh, I love it. I love this format.
I do like
so
the 4+.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I can get for the television aspect, you can't really run it anymore, but boy, those were some exciting comps back in the day.
Definitely.
I have a distinct memory of Tamoa doing a comp in France and just nailing it at a time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's unfortunate for Judith. Well, we got our number 1 female climber from qualifiers coming out.
Andrea and Campbell.
Yeah.
Campbell had a bit of trouble on M1.
Yeah.
I wonder how he'll go on this. He does train incredibly hard, and Andrea is from the mountains.
Yeah.
Very strong climber, strong mother.
Yeah.
Is an amazing all-round
I
person.
imagine she'll. Well, let's see. I don't want to curse it.
Yeah, it always happens.
But she had a very strong qualifying round. 5 tops, 5 tries.
Yeah, and I think the lack of risk at the bottom is good for her. Like it's awkward and it's strange.
Yeah.
But maybe the top.
Yeah.
But I think she'll do.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I think she'll do.
Yeah.
Both.
Hopefully.
Oh, Campbell must just be hating that start hole.
Yeah, I think after the qualifiers, it's a bit of a rough start, but.
It's a very similar hole.
It's a very similar hole, and they're in a similar part of the wall.
I can explain it a little bit for you at home. It seems like it's quite good, a crimp. It seems quite in-cut, but because of not only the stacker, but a bit of how shallow it is, you're actually grabbing onto quite a sharp lip, and it does bite back, but you have to want to hold it.
Yeah. There's definitely a bit of grip to it. The problem is it's less of a 4-finger hold and more of a 3-finger hold.
We've got a question on the stream about, you know, tall versus short on the start of M2. Like, what would happen if you were a bit taller and able to just like statically pull on?
There's a strong chance you could. If you are a little bit taller, there's a chance you can get to it. But the difference is when you jump up, you have the left hand on the left foothold, which allows you to get established a little bit better.
Yeah,
There we go.
and oh, he cruised it. Come on, Campbell.
Sitting on the heel.
Yeah, come on.
I think he's in. There we go.
Strong. I'll go back to that as well. Like in the setters, we have a guy, Corey, one of the OLIO hold shapers. He's about 6'1" and has quite a generous span. And so I can imagine them. Nice one, Andrea.
That's what we're looking for. Built up.
I can imagine they tested quite a bit for
Yeah.
reach. And
Yeah,
at this level as well, these guys are all so strong in such all-round capabilities that it sounds really weird to say, but I don't think height plays such a big difference for these guys. Like, it does definitely in much lower grades. It can make things feel easier the taller you are, but honestly, it kind of balances out at a high level. It really does.
I think there's a difference between managing to get to the hold statically, but then you have to pull up on a really bad three-finger drag. And it was much easier to palm down and hit up, but it's the game we play. That's how it is, isn't it? It's not always perfect.
Corey. Corey.
Yes. All right, so for those of you watching the live stream,
One of the
pass
setters
you on to
working
Mei.
hard for me at the counter
Mei
here.
is our route setter from Japan, and Mei is the setter of women's boulder number 3.
All right.
And men's number 3. So we have the route setter for both boulder problems here right now, which is brilliant. Mei, it's been a pleasure working with you this week, and I'm looking forward to seeing how both these boulders work out. And yeah, enjoy the commentary with me. Take care.
Big cheer, everyone at home, for Mei. She's a bit shy. But I think it'll be nice to hear her insight on these two problems. Again, with this one, we don't really have such a good view of the M3, so sorry again if we don't focus too much on it. Oh, sorry, I meant me as a commentator. I can't really see it, so I'll try and watch the screen and let you guys in. So M2, F3, it's a skate move into a palm press.
Huh?
A Gaston palm press.
No, it's just a coordination dyno. So you get both hands on the undercling looking one, and then stub your foot to the volume underneath it.
Walk me through the top. How tricky is the top section?
We made it a lot trickier than what it originally was. And, well, I'm way too nervous to talk anything about it right now, but...
It must be hard to watch people under so much, like, for you to be under so much pressure to watch people climb your climbs.
Yeah, well, it's not really about the pressure. I always question whether the movement I chose to put it on the wall was right for what they're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Or right for the round itself. So...
I don't know how familiar you are with our wooden cup that we had just last year, at the end of last year.
I'm not familiar at all.
No, like we had pretty much the same kind of debate and argument with our F4 problem, our female 4. We had a bit of a piff pap off, like a paddle across, an arm paddle, and that's honestly generally quite rare for women in finals to have that kind of a climb. And we debated for a long time as to whether it was relevant for them, that same argument, whether it's the right move at the right time.
Yeah.
And I think that backfired on us a little bit. It was a really good idea and I think a good challenge to open it up to them that they can try these things. But as a show, I think that didn't go over so well. So Fingers crossed for you.
I guess especially for F3, the inspiration came from Japan Nationals this year. We had a very similar coordination move, but right to left instead of left to right. And I wanted to make it easy enough so that it feels possible, but still get the feel of what, like Japanese climbers went through.
Yeah, nice. I think that's a very. It's a part of the reason why they obviously asked you to come over here is just to give some of these climbs and these holds like a different feel.
Yeah. I think that's what I focused the most, where it was like, I don't want them to climb on what they're used to if I'm setting a boulder for them.
Yeah.
So I asked Yossi what female climbers in Australia are good at and bad at in coordination was, and he said they're not really familiar with the feet and the hand at the same time. And as soon as he said that, like, that move clicked in me. So
Bit of experience shining through.
I don't know if it's gonna work or not because it hasn't been so far, but hopefully, fingers crossed.
First competitor.
Yeah.
And with M3, at the start there, are you intending them to do a little stand up on dual text or no text, I should say?
No, there
There's
is
a
actually a foothold that's good enough, but
Sorry, I'm taking up all the camera. So sorry, you were saying there's a little foothold?
yeah, there's a little foothold, but Ryan right there taking a video right now of me. He actually blocked it to make it a little worse than the original. So
it's quite accurate then.
it's the accuracy and the timing and a little bit of everything to keep going.
Nice. And just up to a single crimp?
It's
Oh, it's a thumb to clink. Sorry, beg your pardon again. I can't really see the climb.
it's a thumb, and you have to get it really right because it's on a dual texture volume.
How did you how have you felt about setting with the no text volumes?
I guess I would say I'm a little bit used to it,
Yeah.
just because I have worked with setters in Japan that purposely like put the dual text on the top
Oh,
to
yeah,
make
my
a coordination
kindred spirits.
move with
Yeah.
it. So I wanted to put a little bit of it to see if that would actually work or not.
Yeah.
Ooh, he stuck a move on M3.
So we had another question in our live stream about a short climber again for. Oh, that was so close. She did so well to get to that coordination move. If you were a short climber on M3, they were saying that maybe the start position again to get into that thumb is quite hard.
Well, I'm 5 foot and I almost did it.
Yeah.
I stood up all the way, and then I just didn't quite find the right position to stay on the wall.
Yeah.
So I would say, unless they are shorter than me,
Yeah.
they
it's
wouldn't
not
find
impossible.
it too hard. It would be harder if you're shorter,
Yeah.
but that's on any move.
Yeah, 100%. I was just saying this earlier, actually, that at this kind of level, at the strengths and skills that these guys and girls have, quite often, height is not always the limiting factor.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive that you can have such a large array. Quite often I like to bring up the difference between the Nagasako brothers as well. Like, one
Yeah.
is ginormous. I
Yeah.
mean, Tomoa's not small, but Meiichi is,
Yeah.
he's tall, but that doesn't,
tall.
it doesn't stop them. They have their own strengths and they
Yeah.
use them
Yeah.
so much to get into those and get through those kind of
Yeah.
positions.
Yeah.
But again, like Mei said, she's 5 foot, and if she gets close to doing it, then honestly, it wouldn't matter if you were too short. I just like to tell people again that it does suck at the start in climbing to be short and to watch someone tall, but you shouldn't let it limit your climbing.
Well, as a short climber,
And yeah,
I
you've got
have
no better
always-
to ask.
I have always had the hardest time
accepting I'm shorter than the others and I can't really do the same move the other people can do. But then I also started to look at it as a chance to find something else that I can work with. Like for me, it was flexibility and mobility. And maybe the contact strength. I don't think I'm that good at it, but like don't see them as a same person, and you don't see them as someone you always have to do the same move with. And you have a different perspective, and it might take you to a different level that you're looking for.
Yeah. Again, like analyzing maybe strengths and weaknesses and working on them for anyone is so good. Oh, that was Liz's last shot. Rodrigo's still on the wall. Sorry, we've gotten a little bit sidetracked with our conversations. Oh. Unfortunate for Rodrigo. All right, Dylan Parks, he absolutely flew through the paddle. And Mia as well. Mia got F2 really quickly.
So Ryan right here thinks Dylan, who's about to hop on M3, is topping this boulder. Hopefully.
So the end of M3, is that a nice big mantle on that black ball?
Yeah.
Nice.
So the initial idea was to hop on not the Duretex part, but the texture part. But then
wow.
That was too easy. So it made it a little harder, and then
Mia she's doing really well.
Yeah, she's doing really well.
Gosh, the last move looks quite committing.
The last move, I tried my best to make it work the way that you would have to put toe hook on the hold that you catch a dyno with. And then I think Yossi and I felt it enough.
And the crowd goes wild. Oh, he just has to mantle. Oh gosh, he is battling this ball.
Yeah.
My meniscus hurts. My knee is just.
This is something I want everyone to remember. I spent 1 to 2 hours sanding inside part of the volume to make those two balls fit on the biggest volume that I have ever set with, probably.
And I can attest to this. I was just doing menial jobs on the day, and I walked in. Mei was on the floor in our back room grinding away the back of our holds. I reckon about 2 hours later, I walked back in to get something else, and there she was, still grinding away.
Yeah, Mei spent the best part of 2.5 hours sanding the inside of the hold so that it would work. So let's hope we get what we need from that hold.
And as you can see on Dylan's attempt, there is tiny a bit of a crimp on the red, like between red and gray. So maybe, I have my fingers crossed.
Yeah, I reckon he should be okay. As long as he gets his foot smeared quite high, he should be able to get up and above it. The Jotex hold is angled, so you do have to get the right hand down quite early.
Yeah.
It's all about keeping the right foot in contact with the ball
battling
as long as possible.
It just looks like Dylan's having a hard time trying to start pushing with his right hand.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the amount of Jotex
Dylan.
is definitely what makes it difficult to get started and established on a lot of the movements.
I think he's a little bit lost.
Because your choices and options are pretty limited.
Yeah.
That's the game, so let's see what happens.
Well, I would say I'm left-handed, and I purposely chose the texture part to be on the right side, so it's easier for people with right-handed to push, maybe, just because the most people I've worked with, I've climbed with are right-handed. So I am really sorry if Dylan's left-handed. I'll let him know later on, and I apologize in person.
That's good, he's good.
No, this is good. It gets them to balance their like the left side, right side. You know, work on your weaknesses.
Well, I mean, we got the left-hand catch on M2, so
Yeah.
I think it's all about keeping it together, especially on Boulder 3. You start to get tired, fatigue starts to set in. These athletes have been here since 7 in the morning, 7:15. So yeah, they're by all means beginning to get tired. We do have the pretty interesting context of being in Australia, and they could hit the beach at midday. Most of them went for a swim, most of them caught some waves. I'm pretty sure Dylan was coming back with a board. I might be wrong, but someone was coming back with a surfboard. So, yeah.
I definitely dipped my toes. Yeah, it's a lovely day today.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's the first time I've been after qualies, after the open round, down to the beach and in the sea. So yeah.
But you're at least here for a little bit longer. You gotta come back and enjoy the beach. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Sydney's also notorious for a lot of rain. I like the idea as well of M3
Yeah.
again stylistically being quite different. You know, you've had kind of, I think 1 and 2 being a little bit faster, a little bit more coordinated.
Yeah.
This one, you still got your first move being fast and coordinated, but then the mantle slows things right down.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Like, plays with the competitor's mindset quite a lot, and if they're not used to it or ready for it, I mean, like Dylan got there and then just could not get over it. So, tell me, are you going to be happy with just one top on F2? Just one top on F3?
I would also be happy if they didn't get a top as well. If everything works perfectly, and then this person, I don't know who, sticks a last move with a toe hook on the catch hold, then I'm happy. If they don't stick it, I'm also happy. I'm happy that
I think you've had a good split as well so far.
I'm happy that like I was able to challenge and it was easy enough for the dyno.
Yeah.
For some people.
We do always leave our boulder problems up as well, these final rounds, for people to come and try, and quite often, you know, these competitors, they will come back and they will try them, and they do quite well because there's so much less pressure. They kind of know what they're doing a little bit more, and I think it's good that they know what they can do. It builds their confidence to still come back. I announced it as well. I put it on Insta, Open B second place, and men's, and Open B.
There you go.
Women's have taken their prizes and gone. And I was like,
Hugo's making the move.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets to where he can be, and I like that slow beta.
Oh, he is. He's getting into that mantle.
Yeah, it's quite weird because you're starting from the right side of the balls, like the mantle.
Yeah.
How you have to start pushing with your right hand, but you come in from the right side, so your body is facing right.
Yeah, so you want to... Come on, Lily. Oh, that was so close.
That's the move I wanted to see.
Yeah. That's cool. Honestly, I thought maybe the last hop was good enough that they could just cut on it, but...
Well, there's a ball that's blocking part of it. And I choked up the finish hold equally enough that you want to throw yourself towards it. But if you throw a little too high, then your finger wouldn't fit into a jug. I know I'm a little bit mean.
No, honestly, we love a good blocker. It's our biggest complaint in here. Other than standing on no text, it's our biggest complaint. We block everything. It's good fun.
Woo!
Confidence. She's done it once now, and she can just do it again. Come on.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh.
I like her commitment to each
yeah.
move, though.
Yeah.
I think she's doing great. Or she did great.
Yeah, we've seen some specky falls tonight. It's been good. It's been good. All right, Hugo getting back on that ball.
Come on, Hugo.
So you didn't really think for a heel hook rock over. You wanted like a mantle press.
So it should be the left hand maybe in the middle of the red.
Yeah.
And then right hand palming the textured part. And then kick the wall that's textured to jump up to as high as you
Straight
can.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that move with a little bit of dynamic into the mantle, it's super risky.
Yeah.
And then competitors tend not to choose the move and they try to go static way because the crimp on the red surface is good enough that they want to keep holding onto it.
Keep pulling.
But
As to what Dylan did earlier where he was
Yeah.
trying to heel hook rock
Yeah.
up onto it. Oh, wow. Judith just absolutely walked that coordination move. I've
might
seen
be
her
the
at
one
the gym
doing
over
it.
the last 3 months really working on these moves. Oh, I think she has a very good chance of doing this. She's been working quite hard on doing coordinated moves recently, and it's
That's
been
awesome.
really impressive. I would say it wasn't her strong suit 2 years ago, and I think with her really wanting to push competitive climbing for her, she's really put the time into it. It's cool. It's cool to see. And we got the Mr. Liam Healy on M3.
So the sitter's pick for this boulder, M3, was Liam. I asked Corey who would be the best at mantling,
Oh, and you picked
and
Liam?
he picked Liam. So
No pressure, Liam. Here we go. Oh, come on, Judith. Oh, she tried to put in that toe hook early there. Oh, gosh, that is brutal. She tried to really reduce the risk for the last move, but it looked like
Yeah,
it
we-
took a big effect on her.
I think that way would have worked if the crimp, the zone, was the way it was before.
More down pulling?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
but I know girls are strong at crimps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think
So.
most would say it's their favorite hold, as long as they're not incredibly sharp.
Yeah.
All right. They're both just on the mats at the moment. I'm curious to see if we've jinxed Liam. Oh, Liam down again. All right, Judith setting up. Oh. First time she's dropped that move today. Hey, come on, Liam.
Liam made the move to the zone.
Judith back on, back up. Really good work. Really good work. Oh, come on! Yes! Nice! All right, Liam's in the mantle now as
goes.
well.
Your
He
Liam
is
goes.
battling that poor man.
That's it, Liam.
Oh, come on! He's All right,
Ryan.
we have 1 minute left for Liam to get this done. He's alone on the wall right now. I think he was just showing you the live stream. It's really hard for us to see men's 3. We've just got a few big bodies in our way. All right, lone soldier. Mei is sitting there crossing her fingers, hoping. Oh my lord, he has 40 seconds left to get this done. Mei is looking for just one top on this boulder. All right, here we go, Liam, come on. Oh, he just overcommits there, shoulders peeling out. He's got 15 seconds on the clock. He's going for one last hurrah. Oh, come on, you can go again. Come on, 10 seconds. Oh, yes, he's on. He is on. No. Oh, he's doing it again. He's on again. Showman to the last. Oh, he just didn't have it in him. You still got one more left, Mei. One more. And if anyone has big biceps and triceps, it's Campbell Harrison. So, look, I think we jinxed Liam a bit too hard on that one, but we'll see if...
I would have to say.
All right.
Corey's telling me to tell everyone that last person is the best at muscle ups, so.
Oh, yeah. Campbell is all muscles. He is impressive. His climbing is so strong.
I would have to say that he probably was one of my favorite climbers to watch in qualies.
Yeah. I unfortunately didn't get to watch him. I think he came out in my rotation, and I didn't really have a chance. But yeah, he is a very smooth climber, known mostly for lead. Like he's done quite a few IFSC lead comps, and I think he's made semis actually quite a few times. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he has. And it's hard for us Australians. Most of our stuff is all self-funded, so it's really hard to get into comps.
Yeah, for Andrea, I kind of knew that this move is going to be a little bit of a challenge for her.
Yeah.
But I'm, like myself, I don't really like dynamic moves.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot of people expect me to love dynamic moves, but the only reason why, if you ever follow me on Instagram, only reason why you see me doing the dynamic moves is because I don't like them. And I don't like myself not liking them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would say exactly the same thing for me. For such a long time, terrible at dynamic moves, and because of that, I developed a negative stigma mindset towards it, and I didn't like that. I liked that if I just practiced and got better, I would have so much more to climb.
Yeah.
Being good at everything is fun.
I am.
Well, not being good at everything, being able to try everything is fun.
And make the progress to a point where you feel like it's possible is what I like.
Yeah.
And it's just like walking away from a boulder only because the first move is a dyno. It's what I used to do as a climber.
Yeah.
And I was always embarrassed about the fact that I would walk away from it.
Yeah. And it sucks. Like that feeling, I think, is almost worse than doing it and falling. But you don't. You need to understand that. I think you need to learn that yourself. No, I think with Andrea, like she is predominantly an outdoor climber, and in the mountains, there's really no gyms. I would say that even come close to setting these styles of climbs, and they're really, like Mei said, they're really practiced climbs.
Yeah.
They do take time. All right, we got Campbell on the ball.
There goes.
Let's see if he can work out this mantle.
Oh, he's got the heel hookup.
Yeah, he is trying everything. All right, let's see if he goes nice and fast, or if he wants to go nice and slow with the heel. Yeah, he's going back to the heel. Come on, Campbell. The heel just looks so loaded. Like you have so much pent up tension that it's quite hard to get up and over. Whereas the fast palm mantle you're talking about, it does sound like the easier way, but of course the riskier way.
Yeah. And I would have to say that, like, you might be able to see on the live stream, but that last black ball is so far out from the wall. So higher you try to go without mantling up, less of a wall you can kick.
Yeah, it's kind
to
of
get the momentum up.
Disappears underneath you. Yeah, I would say it comes out probably almost a meter. It's quite far.
Yeah.
It's quite far out of the wall. Oh, all right, he's gunning for this. Come on, yeah, here we go. Here we go. He's doing that palm down. Oh, he's got 3 seconds. Oh, he's on. He's on. We have one last shot, Campbell. One last shot.
Come on.
Come on, give it all, Campbell. Come on, Campbell. Come on. Come on. Oh. Wow, that is a good fight. That is a really good fight. All right, team. Oh, you're gonna come on with me. All right, we have a new guest on now. Thank you, Mei. It was a pleasure. We have Mr. Corey Cook.
Hello.
He's also a WA local, just like me.
I don't
An
like
expat,
to.
if you will. Expat. Say expat.
I don't advertise that, to be honest. But thank you. Yeah.
Keep those private details private. Thank you.
Exactly.
All right. Wow, exciting so far. Man, it's been all over the shop. It's good.
It's been an event. Yeah. I think we really we thought we were rolling the dice on M2, so that's a surprise, and we thought M3 would get done. So that just shows you how much we actually know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So this is. I actually set and
All right.
F4,
She is on already.
and
I
really hope it gets done.
Corey Classic. I called this out at the start.
Yeah, I actually tried to set a hand jam with the no texture surface, but it was Joss. So this is what we have now.
Yeah, no, it's still, like, they're not going to know any different coming out for their first time.
Yeah.
So what they get is still going to be, I think, quite a decent challenge. And I think we've kind of made a point of setting something different each time, especially for the women, to really diversify that finals feel for them. We tried to paddle. I already explained that. Didn't really go too well. But this one looks great. I'm really hoping to see some struggling in that jam.
We actually blocked it with the no-tex plate.
Yeah, okay.
So you can't jam it unless you're like extremely good
at
at
hand
jam.
jam.
But you lose all your skin. The beta is actually just to smear up with the undercling and get your right foot on the feature, go up to the bar, the first bar on the right.
Yeah.
Get your left foot on the feature, right foot on the ball, smear up, get the left, and then jump to the right. It's pure power.
Okay.
So I really hope someone does it.
Did you intend for it to kind of, well, not, I know you didn't intend for it to be what it is now, but did you think that of the round this would be the hardest problem for them?
Yes.
Yeah.
But in a way, like you look at an athlete like Andrea Ha, I think this will appeal to her more than
something
F3.
coordinated. Yeah.
So we'll see. But I actually have no idea.
That's a classic response from setters, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
We were worried because we had a power boulder for the females on the steep wall before, and it got done by like 2 people.
Yeah.
But Andrea did it on the flat. Second shot maybe. She fumbled the coordination at the start, but then just monstered the end. So I think she can do it.
For those of like you that obviously didn't really see our qualies at home, it was quite a complex sequence of toe hooking and bicycling in the steep on quite open-handed holds. So it was quite powerful, and the last move was very committing. It was a big womp. So for her to walk that quite easily is impressive.
Yeah.
All right, Finn he is getting in there.
You know what?
Oh, see if he can get in.
We didn't even think you could do that, so that's impressive.
You intended like Gaston with the right hand?
Yeah, right hand over the left.
Yeah.
I go then to the next left.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
I actually
nice
cross
wide.
myself up
Yeah.
And then
We call that a handcuff move for those at home.
So I'm handcuffed, and then I go right, and I flip to the left.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic, but it's it works pretty well. I think it's the easiest way to do it. And then you're just going to pop to the edge on the last circle.
Oh gosh, she must be getting real tired now.
It is a bit of a gamble having this boulder at the end of the round, because it's actually it is very physical. You probably can't see the angle, but it is very physical.
Yeah, our steep section in the middle there is 45 degrees. It is quite on. All right, Rodrigo, our Queensland/Brazilian friend, is out on M4, and Liz is on F4. Let's see how she goes. She does climb quite powerfully.
Yeah, I think, she could definitely do this boulder.
Let's hope she's not too tired from the earlier round. Yeah, easy.
It's interesting about that first move, because it was, after this bit was, like from here on in was set, and then we had a hand jam getting into this section, but Ryan made it a point that there was no electricity, like there was no
that's
exciting
true.
start.
Like if you can jam, it tends to be quite a solid hold.
Yeah, it's a bit slow. I mean, it comes down to he made a good point. It comes down to if you can jam, it's easy, and if you haven't bothered to train, it's like.
I mean, that harkens back to that classic Adam Ondra final in the World Cup, where most of the finalists just didn't stand a chance, and he cruised through it.
I think,
and honestly, in my opinion, wasn't that exciting.
No, it wasn't.
And it was, I think, a bit of probably made the other finalists look a bit silly, which I don't think they appreciated. I know they've all trained that style of hold now.
And that was a good reference for that. I think I just wanted to show that when you have the no-tex plates on those features, it's like the perfect skinless jam.
Yeah,
super
that's
fun.
Exactly what I thought it was. I was like, that's just going to be a very good thing to set in a commercial setting.
Yeah, I designed those features for that purpose. Yeah. So I just got a bit carried away with it.
And for those of you who don't know at home, Corey is one of the two OLIO shapers. And so, he's put a lot of his ideas into these holds on the wall. It's actually, do you feel good to see them on the wall now after so long?
It's interesting. It's interesting that it's involving a comp, because I'm just stressed about the comp. I haven't actually thought about the holds too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so
because you're also a setter at heart.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You do balance the two out.
Yeah, I mean, if you buying the holds hinges on the comp doing well, then clearly we haven't done our job. So, as shapers, so the comp is the immediate issue right now.
Yeah, no, and honestly, again, totally fair. I will say it's cool to see them. I've also said that I've seen a lot of the prototypes. I've seen a lot of the initial foam shapes that were designed before being sent, but it is actually really cool to see them now getting a life of their own on the wall, and I can honestly say that I'm excited to set with them. They look special.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can't really reinvent the wheel with the whole shapes.
No, you can't, but I like the nuance in it. I was saying before, your no-tex plates, most older or maybe less experienced setters might say, what a waste of real estate, you can't use it. But to me, it's just a more specified feature.
Yeah,
it adds so much more angle to holds in the steep. It adds a bit more positivity to holds on a slab without itself being quite usable.
I think, look, I would say it's not for everybody. I respect that. But if you, it's funny because we've got all these big shapes, and I actually had the most fun using the Sans, just because it was so different.
Yeah.
So, but look, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not going to sell it, but it was fun.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
yeah, I think the best thing about it is if you are an old school, like you enjoy crimping,
Yeah.
you can just really highlight a small hold, which I think just get forgotten about, and it is so important. So, and like if you're in a gym that like emphasize, I want things to stand out, you can just put a crimp on something, like a big plate, and it looks, you can use, and you don't even have to buy new holds. You just buy the plates, and it can like reimagine, or just kind of like you've got holds you love, you put it on the plate, and suddenly it's different. So I mean that's what I like about it. You don't have to like go nuts, and it like, because I mean some of the best holds, I think personally, you know, some of the best holds have already been made and never will be made better. So I think the plate's cool that it just takes an awesome hold from any brand and just makes it different.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
I like it that it's not this like grand thing on its own, but it really improves like what you have. I like it. And I mean, I'm a big fan of dual techs, no techs, and I love standing on no techs.
Yeah,
so.
that's because you're strangely good at standing on
Yeah.
it. I actually am concerned about letting you have these.
I'm a bit sad I didn't get to stand on any, but you know.
I can't. It's funny, I cannot stand on. I can barely stand on holds, so Dualtex defies me. But it is cool.
Yeah. And I mean, like you said, you can't reinvent the wheel. And so many of your shapes, you know, round balls and things like that, they're nothing like insanely different. But for the fact that they can again be versatile, stacked on things, I think you see that on M1, you see that on M2. They're, again, just making a simple thing more versatile. Oh my lord, all right.
Come on.
Let's see if Dylan works out the old handcuff move. We've been waffling about holds for way too long.
Come on, Dylan.
Come on, Dylan.
Come on, Dylan.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Dylan. Yes, he's doing it. He's in that handcuff position.
Yeah.
Now he's got to
go.
flip out.
Oh,
that
is what
That's
it's
perfect.
about, right
Yeah.
there. That's awesome.
is showcasing that flip move. I can imagine it being quite a bit easier to start your handcuff position from the middle hold and then bump out to the zone. But he looks like he was quite comfortable.
I'm not going to lie. I think Ryan just left the middle on because it looks better. Don't tell him I said that.
No, I won't.
But,
it's a bit of classic zhuzh for you
yeah,
all.
it's a bit zhuzh.
Look, I as a
believe
weaker climber appreciate a bit of a bump hold.
Yeah. I can't believe they're holding that like so easily. That's so incredible.
Oh, here we go. You used
Here
it.
we go.
There.
Yeah, here we go. Come on.
Come on, Dylan.
You need to take your left foot off.
Yeah,
because
you have so much momentum.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've actually, this is like one of the only moves I did in the men's boulders. So just wanted you to know that. But,
how did you feel about that mantle?
Oh, I had all sorts of woe on it.
Oh, my elbows would have just died.
Yeah, I actually have big triceps, but they didn't do anything. I can't do the unrepeatable in Castle Hill, so it makes sense.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
I didn't swear as much on M3 as I did on the unrepeatable though, to be honest.
I think when you're gifted a bit of anonymity and a bit of privacy, you can kind of go to your heart's content. All right, Dylan is out here on his own. Oh, sorry. Mia is still on the wall too. My bad. I couldn't see her behind our tripod. They're really having trouble moving off this zone hold. It is such a powerful move.
It's really powerful, yeah.
I've got about 15 seconds left for those at home.
I think the trick is if you get really high on the undercling and it feels a bit uncomfortable, it then makes it easier to get the right foot up.
So it's the classic like battle of your brain.
Exactly.
You need to get more uncomfortable to make the move easier. And that's a classic climbing trope. Oh, this crowd is going. Oh, he's, yeah.
Oh my
This is a nail biter. This is a nail biter.
That's why we do it. I think a good thing I don't want to harp on about it, but Andrea climbed a hard route at a place called Buffalo Mountain.
Yeah.
And that's granite.
Yeah.
And that's smearing right there. If you can stand on granite, like nothing granite holds, you can stand on that wall. So I would not be surprised if she just walks that.
Again, at home, we cross our fingers because we're classically jinxing people all the time in here, but she does stand a pretty good chance. We got a bit of a blood cleanup, I think, on this hold. These holds, again, they're brand spanking new, so it's not too surprising that these guys have had a bit of an accident.
Good job.
A bit of a break for our climbers. They get a bit extra rest.
I'm surprised they saw it actually on a red hold.
Sorry? Red on red? No one can see the blood? Hey, everyone at home, hope you're enjoying the show. This is a real nail bite. I think this is going to come down to the wire, honestly. All right, I think they've finished their cleanup and they're about ready to pull on. Yeah, here we go.
I used to set with Hugo, and he is very good at crimping. He's also very tall, which kind of got us at M2.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
People did say that at home. We had a few questions on the live stream about it. And
that's 100% set error.
Yeah.
Right there. But you know, I just hope it doesn't affect the number one position. Like that's something I hope.
Yeah, you hope like maybe the drops on the coordination were enough, but it was a hard start to stick.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, if it had been like a little higher, maybe with like a better footer at the start, I think it would have been it's a really cool start.
With a palm on your left hand.
Oh no, I just think like I think it was just a jump up.
I loved watching Dylan do that, just catching it one arm and then getting his feet on.
I think it's good. Like Yossi doesn't shy away from just making you giant.
I will say this: he hates mincing. He hates it. It's his least favorite thing. But he can mince hard. He can mince hard.
For a bigger guy, he can mince. Nah, don't tell him to say that.
It's alright, he can't hear us anyway.
But,
what stays in commentary, what's said in commentary stays in commentary.
Exactly. I think Hugo can really do this boulder. He just needs to get the crimp and he's going to feel real comfortable, and then I think he's got a really chance. I think Liam Healy could do this boulder. I think we'll see Liam Healy do this boulder.
Oh yeah. I really can see Liam. Yeah.
Dramatic finish. And,
he is gifted with dramatic finishes. The king of it. I can't even like tell the scores at the moment, so it really could be the difference.
Yeah.
He did also flash M1, and I think that puts him in pretty good stead. I just don't know how many attempts he realistically took on M2.
Yeah, I think he burned too many attempts on M2 personally.
Which is also surprising. I would have thought he would have done just maybe a little bit better, and I was just saying that like the young kids, man, they have 110% commitment.
It all comes down to M4, because Hugo hasn't made the zone yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it is attempts.
And Dylan really only made the zone, so
if Liam can do this, it's his, right?
Yeah.
In fact, when Liam walks past me, I'm going to scream at him that he has to do it. If he doesn't do it, he's a dog.
He will be gate kept by Campbell, because I think Campbell's still Campbell didn't top M1.
No,
so
Campbell,
it's really is Liam's to lose. I think
it's Liam's.
Oh,
It's between Liam and Liam and Hugo.
Oh gosh, no pressure, Liam. No pressure.
And that's not nothing to do with topping the reachiness of M2. That's to do with Hugo doing M1.
Yeah.
Which is definitely not reachy.
Yeah.
So I can come to terms with it. Oh, here we go. Come on.
Oh, she is Yeah,
Yes,
she is
yes,
committed.
yes.
Oh, she's doing so well.
Oh. Wow, that was special.
That was impressive. She did exactly what you said. Got much higher into that more uncomfortable position.
I actually think Hugo's going to get sucked in a different beta here, but
Trying to go right hand to the zone.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe we got too caught up trying to do the handcuff move. I'm not sure. But it, like matching that sloper, man, must be good texture, right? It's impressive.
Oh, that is a good ball. Oh, I hope she's okay. Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. She tried so hard. That was great. That was stressful.
Come on, Liam!
Come on, Liam!
He is one of my favorite climbers.
Liam is, I used to be the head setter of the gym that Liam works in, that he's head setter of now. So he's kind of like my...
He's your protege.
Oh,
In a way.
He was always better. I just got out of the way. But I do know him quite well.
Oh, come on, Liam. This is
He's
yours.
quick. He's quick.
Judith is getting right into that.
Oh, here we
problem
go.
as
Here we
well.
go.
Oh, he's
Come on.
He's
Yeah,
committed.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know how this will go.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
I think
did
he's
you
realised.
just do that for? I'm gonna have to have words with him after this.
Oh yeah, stern talking.
He's gonna do this boulder for sure.
Yeah, I think that was like instant recognition of what he'd done wrong.
Yeah. And I really believe Judith can do this boulder.
I was just saying before, she's worked quite hard on her climbing in the last 2 years to really, I think, be a force for the women. And it's really shown. She's consistently been first or second for the last 2 years in states, in nationals.
I think sometimes, like, especially in the women's category, tall people get a hard stick.
Yeah.
But
oh, dude, we've had a
great
lot of
climber.
comments already in the live stream about tall, short.
Oh.
It's just a fact of the world, unfortunately.
Like what? On the coordination boulder, a short person did it, right? And on the boulder that I would think was easier if you're taller, she didn't do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no offense to anyone making comments, but I think you're wrong.
Yeah.
In the female category.
Yeah.
In the men's category,
Yeah, maybe
absolutely correct.
Oh, you heard it first from the setter himself. I do think though that like at the higher end of things, like you have so much skill, you have so much power, contact strength that like it's not always the be all and end all height.
Don't you do it?
Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah,
What
come
is
on.
that?
Come on. Yeah, look at that. That is what you want. Well done, Liam Healy. This man can't stop winning at Skywood. He really can't. He really can't. I honestly think he's won every Skywood comp. I think he has.
Had a moment there.
Yeah, it's alright. I think you covered your microphone well enough.
Oh man, that was a lot.
That's great. That is great.
I mean, just like when you had the wooden cup.
Yeah.
And you did that
Oh
boulder,
yeah.
I think
Even in states with the stemming boulder, he was the
exactly.
only one that did it, and it got him the top. It got him the win. Sorry.
That was.
Yeah, he does it. He really does it. He pulls it out the bag every time. He's just like, he's a gift that keeps giving at Skywood.
If Andrea does the last boulder, this could be one of the best comps I've ever set. Like, almost perfect.
That's sick.
Holy wow. Oh, she's giving up. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Come on, Judith. Oh. All right, the last competitors. Stressful.
Come on, Andrea. You can do this. You can do this. Come on.
So I was just giving Andrea a pep talk. She's amazing. She's an amazing climber. Anyone that can do like Buffalo Mountain is like scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she, I mean,
and again, I don't think anything's ever slowed her down, you know? Like, she is still good to this day. She's been around for a long time, for those who don't know.
Andrea will always be good. It's in the DNA.
Yeah.
I was just so hoping that Lee Cosby made finals as well. Oh, yes! She didn't even use the footer. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, this wall is a jug foot. And now she's like, oh, easy. And now she's going to get the foot on and be like, easy. No, don't do. Easy. And here we go.
Come on,
and she's going to get to the next hole.
One move.
Here we go, and it's jugs. Oh my.
Just like that. Well done.
Yes!
Well done. We've lost Corey. He is much excited. And Campbell as well, pulling out the top. Wow, that splits this wide open. Well done. He's definitely got second, Campbell. He's done really well. Well, I think it's just me for now. We lost Corey, 100%. No, he's coming back. Well,
I actually did not set that boulder just for Andrea. She nailed it. Worked for her.
She nailed it. That was a flash or second shot? I think it was second shot.
Flash. Unbelievable. That was just an emotional roller coaster.
All right, guys, I am going to call it a night. Thank you so much for your time. My throat is dead, and I need to count some numbers for.
Thanks for watching,
for our first, second, and third. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
guys, thank you so much for watching the finals. We're actually just taking a little bit of time just to figure out all the podiums. We'll be back kind of soon. Hope you can stay tuned. And yeah, we're gonna see how we go. I think we're kind of getting there. That was an epic finals, hey. Is there anything else? Cool, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back.
so third is on top. And then I'll go get the stuff for B's and C's. Okay, so should I start with A?
Alright. It's wine or A, around keep your hands in pride, push, shake your hands, some big colors.
Where's Mei and Ryan? Yossi, where's
Alright. We're going to do our opening first while we get some prizes for our B and C categories. So in third place for our opening female category, we have Judith Carroll. Judith, alright, second place we have Mei Nagasako. And in first place, Andrew Hall. Good job, takes place on the awesome job, guys. Alright, third place for our opening males, we have Campbell Harrison. Second place, we have Hugo Hornshaw. And in first place, our opening male, we have Liam Healy. Good job, guys. Good job. Wow, fancy. We did it tonight. Love Andrew. Andrew, come and get your prize. Nice. Alright, I'm waiting for information from the other categories, so just try to manage yourselves.
Hey Mitchell.
I think it's one of the women's category. In third place, we have Haley McCormack. Using the instrumentation prize. Beautiful, good job on the lost brush. You don't want to do that up for free. Alright, in second place we have Naomi Boulder. And in first place we have Louisa Fung, who has 20 points and already gone home. So just imagine she's there in the middle. Big round of applause for these guys. Good job. Alright, now open the men's category. In third place we have Angus Fisher. Angus, also my name. Sorry to be flat like that. Second place we have Jared Tay. Nope, he's already gone too. But in first place, Devin Doyle. He's actually here. that's us up for the podiums. I guess it's now time to say a final thanks to all the sponsors. So of course this is the OLIO launch from all of the amazing shapes you've seen on the wall. And then Skywood Climbing, of course, as always, the venue of choice for these kind of competitions. Also want to thank Sample, Coffee Roastery and Climbing Acres for their support.
Hey everyone, I just want to say another thank you to everyone that's tuned in and watched tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I really look forward to seeing you again for another competition here at Skywood. Have a good night.
So a couple of these people need no introduction. Boring minus and outstanding. But one last big round of applause for the amazing show for these 5. And of course, thank you all the volunteers and helpers and judges and everything. Thank you all for coming out. It's been an amazing evening.